Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the PLNR radio podcast. I am your primary host, Peyton Luken, and I'd like to introduce your secondary host. That's Nick Ryan. Nick, what's up, man?
What's up? Set number two here.
Yeah.
You know what's disgusting?
What?
The lint that collects in your dryer. You have to, that's disgusting.
I could think of more disgusting things, though, like around the house.
Okay, name 500.
You didn't have to go that far, you know?
No, you said you could, so I just want, like that thing collects skin cells that are on your shirt probably, and it's
Yeah.
just maybe some dandruff because I know you got bad dandruff.
I use Selsun Blue.
Oh, okay, good for you, man. I just think it's disgusting. Just pulling that. Excuse me. Ugh,
Yeah,
first burp on the podcast.
I think you're disgusting. Okay, I'll tell you that much right now. But the lints never really been a big deal. I feel like you're the type of person to get like a paper towel and wipe it off with. You won't touch it straight up, will you?
No, I touch it straight up. But
Straight
I go
up?
in straight up. But I go and wash my hands right after. I'm a big wash my hands kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm actually like when the whole Corona hit, I really had to make a change because I'm not really a big, I don't wash my hands like all the time.
That's pretty gross, but
I kind of take the Dwight Schrute approach where I think that you want germs to kind of accumulate so you can kind of withstand them and become stronger. So basically, what I'm becoming is a superhuman. So I can't be affected by stuff. Like lint doesn't bother me.
But your hands have those weird crevices on them that probably just really accumulate.
That's not true. I got normal hands.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Something else outside my head was, what's the weirdest smell that you've ever smelled? I just had a lot of gross thoughts today.
So by weirdest, are you saying just like worse, basically,
What's
just
like a smell you smell? A smell you smelt.
Yeah.
And you're just like, what the heck? It could be good or bad, but mainly bad. Because usually,
I don't think smelt is a word, first of all. I think smelt is when you're like smelting
you
iron.
smelt it, you dealt it.
Smelled it.
Smelt is a word. It has to be.
Yeah, but I think it's more towards ironwork. You don't know ironwork like I know ironwork. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah? Here's an
Yeah.
ironwork question for you. You know what a blacksmith is? They work with hot metals. What's a blacksmith called that works with cold metals?
What's a blacksmith called that works with cold metals?
Yeah, and it's an actual term. It was at trivia. I got it wrong.
Yeah.
Because who knows that?
It's a whitesmith.
Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Did you know that?
is that right? That was a complete guess. I was joking.
Yeah,
Seriously?
it's whitesmith. They're a whitesmith who works with cold metals. Gosh,
That's interesting. I think it would be the other way because it's like white
I'm
hot
so
metal.
irritated right now.
Wow, that was pretty cool, man. I thought you were staring at me because you were like, I thought you said you're kidding because I was like a bad guess. I just went opposite of black, I mean,
Whoa, hey.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. I guess that's not really opposite, but I don't know. But yeah, I don't. The smell.
Off top of your head, what's a weird smell?
I can't.
Are you kidding me? I got one right now. My high school weight room had the weirdest smell ever. It's just
Very
tattooed in your
specific.
brain. Yeah, the smell gets tattooed in your brain.
Your house smells really weird to me. I make a comment how it smells a little too mahogany. all the
I
time.
feel like that's just because you're a rude person, and I don't think my house smells. I just think you're very rude.
Okay, keep going. You got any other smells or?
No, man, because you're not bringing any smells to the table.
Well, I said poop. I think poop's pretty bad.
But that's everybody smells poop and it's weird. What's a smell to you that's weird?
Dude, I can't think of any like weird smells. Maybe like old chicken, like rotting meat. I don't like.
Keep a lot of that around the house.
Yeah, I like to rot my meat and then eat it. so I get more bacteria.
Yeah, superhuman, right? Correct.
You know, a smell that I really do like that I'm interested if you like is gasoline. Do you like the smell of gasoline?
I do like the smell of gasoline. Isn't it bad to smell the fumes though? Isn't it
I mean, I would
hurts
assume
you?
it's bad if you're like, huffing it up,
You have you have gas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm huffing it up. That's what
You're
I'm
huffing
saying.
it up. You probably got
But
a 5 gallon in the room.
I can't think of any just like smells that have like hit me in my life where it's been like,
That's interesting.
yeah. Do you have any others, or is it just was the weight room what really did it
High
for you?
school weight room was a bad smell.
Really? What
It,
was the
so it's it
layout?
smelled like it smelled like rubber and just
Okay.
muggy sweat. It was a weird combination that just hit you when you walked in.
There's got to be something that smells bad. I smelled some kombucha last weekend that we were talking about. That was pretty gross.
Well, people like kombucha.
Yeah, but you said this one was like a weird flavor.
Yeah, ginger turmeric. Don't drink ginger turmeric kombucha. I want to know if people drink kombucha or is that just me? I feel
I
like
mean,
it's popular.
I know a lot of high class, snobby losers drink it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
Excuse me? What was that?
uh, it just, what does it do for you? What is it supposed to do?
So the probiotics mingle with your red blood cells, and
Oh,
then they create antibodies that just protect your body from anything and everything.
probiotics, man. Yeah, those are important. Probably just eat like a yogurt or something to get my probiotics. I don't want to take that.
Danimals.
Yeah, oh man, Danimals was real. Did you like Danimals when you were
Oh,
growing
I
up?
love Danimals. Are you kidding me?
If you could only have
Did you?
Danimals or Go-Gurt for
Oh
the rest of your life,
no!
what would you do?
So, did you like the drinkable yogurt? The Danimals drinkable ones?
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Danimals, the scooped Danimals. Because okay,
Wait, what?
Danimals actually had yogurt, and they had the drinkable ones.
I've only ever had the drinkable ones. I've never
Okay,
ventured to
okay.
their
Well,
yogurt.
dude, this is tough because I was a big Go-Gurt guy. I always used to freeze them,
Yeah.
make them like frozen yogurt. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna have to go with Go-Gurt. I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd agree.
you know,
Go.
more versatile.
Go-Gurt's an elite snack. Growing up, do kids eat like the same things today? Because growing up, I feel like we had a lot of elite snacks
We
at our
had of
disposal.
elite snacks. I agree. I
Like,
feel like things like a fruit by the foot kind of died out. Things like that.
yeah, I feel, but there's still like fruit roll-ups though, right?
There are, but like you don't see a kid opening up a lunch pail. Yeah, a lunch pail,
You know
and
what it is?
just
It's this health craze that's going on now, and
you're right.
I mean,
You're
we
right.
both try to be healthy, but growing up, it was all about what snacks taste the best. Now it's probably like
What soda can I drink tonight?
kids are eating apples now probably
Listen,
for fun.
I think you need to let your kid go through that obesity phase. It makes them
No, no, no,
stronger.
no, 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 no,
Like
no, no,
me,
no, no,
like
no,
me, you let them go as a hefty child
no.
and maybe pretty ugly.
You weren't ugly ever. You were just a little overweight, and by a
Can
little,
I
I mean a
finish?
lot.
Guess what? I ate those fruit by the foot. I drank that. I love Cheers wine. And what was my favorite sodas? Cheer wine and
I was,
Baja
I was,
Blast.
I was, yeah,
Baja
I
Blast.
was Mountain Dew. I was Mountain Dew.
Oh my gosh.
A little bit of Dr. Pepper. Dude, I was a big Gushers guy. I really like Gushers a lot.
See, I grew into Gushers in my adult years. I
When
didn't
have you
like
eaten Gushers recently?
I didn't like them when I was a child. I didn't like them when I was a child. The burst of the juice.
That's the whole point. See,
Yeah,
you
I
want
know
to
it's the point of Gushers.
you want to get the pack where they like all stick together and you can put them in your mouth at the same time.
The big one? No
Yeah.
way, man.
Just a super explosion of flavor going on. And there's, I don't even think Twinkies exist anymore. Did you like Twinkies?
No.
No? What about like
My family would not buy those types of snacks.
what does that mean?
That my family wouldn't buy like Little Debbie's.
Yeah,
Or
that's right. You were a Puffins family. You guys were a Puffins family. And
yeah,
for those of you who don't know, Puffins is a disgusting fibrous cereal that is I will say cinnamon puffins are okay, but it doesn't have the toucan on it. Does it have a toucan on it? Or a puffin
no,
is a
the
bird, I guess.
toucans, Fruit Loops.
A
It's the
puffin is a
super.
bird.
The puffin? It's the
It had a
bird. The
puff, so
puffin.
I guess a puffin was on
The
it.
flightless puffin. I think they're
Yeah,
flightless.
but yeah, puffins. I remember like my family went through a phase of that as well, where it was like you were supposed to eat a little healthier, and eating healthier at that time was getting a bowl, like having a bowl of puffins.
Well, I mean, just
And it shows.
the sugary.
It shows the way you act today. Yeah, I can tell that you ate puffins a lot when you were younger. I can tell.
Oh, really? It didn't show when I was a kid. I was still overweight.
Oh no.
Do you know what it feels like to not be able to do a pull-up and everybody's watching you?
Yeah, I was probably like 4 or 5 at the time, but I do know.
You know what it feels like to do a 9-minute mile a lot longer than 9 minutes?
I was gonna say 9 minutes isn't horrible. What?
Yeah, guess what?
Did you ever run like a garbage mile?
Yeah.
What was your slowest mile?
I don't know, but people would be lapping me, man. They'd be on their second mile.
Oh no. Yeah, I was the type of kid who like had no problem lapping people like that, you know.
Yeah.
Disgusting people like you, I had no problem lapping, okay?
Yeah, you would have probably bullied me in middle school, so that's real nice.
I bullied you in college, so
yeah, so it shows. I'm right.
No, I was never a bully like that in my younger years.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Hey, drink this Baja Blast, fatty.
I would never do that. Oh, man.
Drink it.
I feel like we started off with some good like snack and soda memories, and then you just had to bring it back. It
just brings it back to my overweight days.
It's okay, all right. I don't think you're not going to get back there. All right, you got a gym membership.
I was
you're
active
working out
back then. I was football.
Not as active. Yeah, if you were playing the line, probably did up downs every day. That was it.
Oh my gosh! Don't get me started.
If you could go back, would you have started playing basketball earlier? You think, or
yes,
would you have stuck with football?
100%. I would have definitely wanted to play like at least play both, but I would have loved to see where I would have ended up if I started playing at an earlier age.
You probably would have been a Georgia Bulldog, you know?
Probably Georgia Bulldog, maybe like Citadel.
Okay, what a jump. That was such a weird jump. You had a real Michael Jordan story, though, getting cut from the football team and then joining the basketball team. That's what Michael Jordan did, right?
Yeah, I joined sophomore year of my high school tenure and then made JV. No problem. Started every game.
No problem.
At the end of the year, got brought up to varsity. Are you kidding me? My first year ever playing organized basketball, got brought up to varsity. Hit a bucket at garbage time in a game because we were losing.
Obviously.
Baseline jumper, my money shot.
Yeah, that was your money shot.
And then, it just blossomed from there. Evened out. That was kind of when I started to finally even out because I actually did some running, I guess, and I grew. And I just saw a lot.
Because you ran, you grew?
I saw a lot to basketball.
Oh my gosh. All right, man. Let's try to get into another topic after that, I'd like to know your thoughts on the NBA returning. And, obviously
I think it's the worst idea of the world.
The worst.
I think it's a waste of time. I think this championship means nothing. I think it doesn't matter who wins it, especially if LeBron wins it. It's gonna mean just completely nothing. I just feel like people will never accept this ring because of the stoppage and then teams not even being invited to Orlando. I just think it's like a participation ring. This is a participation ring.
Well, I agree with a lot of what you said. I don't think it's the worst idea ever. I think it's the
worst idea of all time.
Because, I think the NBA does need to make money somehow through streaming or something, because you can't just be paying these players all this money and have no income or no revenue.
Just cancel the season? The season's going to start.
You have to pay the players still. That's what I'm saying. If you cancel the season, they still have their contracts and they're getting paid. You can't just do that.
Do it.
Okay, that's not a reasonable explanation.
And then retro pay them. Pay them more money when the next season comes around. You ever heard
All
of
right,
retro
man.
pay?
All right, man.
Retro pay.
Anyways, okay. I completely agree with you though. If LeBron wins it, I feel bad for him because it will not. It just no one will count it towards his legacy. And really, if anyone wins it, it'll suck. But for LeBron, it's like they have a really good chance to win it. And I can't imagine being a player and playing in front of no fans, and like imagine like a game 7 like buzzer beater in front of no fans. Like that's so weird. But yeah,
That is weird.
I agree with you. I'm a little concerned with it. I'm excited to watch basketball, but it's just gonna be like literally watching like you had a men's league game tonight. I might as well go to that. You know. How'd you play, by the way? You play good?
I really lost a lot of my talent. I would say I suck. I'm
Like
bad.
like in
So
just miss some shots
the
or
paint, in the paint, I'm still money. My hook is there. My
you
touch
rarely
around
played
the rim.
inside the paint. You rarely played inside the paint.
No, I played inside the paint. My jumpers are just brick city. I'm building houses with the bricks, man. I can't get my jumper to go, and it's really bothering me.
Well, someone like you, when you're not really like a naturally talented basketball player, you know, you really need that. You really need that work. So like your touch goes away really quick. Whereas someone like me, I can step on a basketball court and throw it in from half court. You know.
Yeah, well, you played probably like 17 years of your life, so you should have that muscle memory in there. I played for half your life.
Yeah, I probably was playing since I was 5 until I was 22. Really at an unbelievably high level as well. So there's that, you know.
Congratulations.
How do you feel about the Heat going into it? You feel good about them?
Yeah, I do. I think I forgot who they're playing the first round. I really like their first round matchup. I think they're going to win, but then the next round they play a really good team, and I don't think they're going to make it past that. I think they play like the Lakers the next round or something. I don't remember the layout, but
is it mixed? Is it mixed?
I think it is mixed. I don't remember, but again, I hope the Heat win because
But isn't it? They have like regular season. They have regular season. They have a few regular season games to decide who gets in, don't they? They invited.
Yeah, I thought they invited
9
everybody.
from Eastern.
I thought these couple games are like warm ups.
Well, I thought it was for like seeding, maybe for seeding purposes. Maybe everyone who's invited makes the playoffs, but they invited like a lot of teams. But
let's not forget that Miami is undefeated against the Bucks this season, and the Bucks are number 1 in the East, and Miami's the only team to beat them multiple times. And let's just not forget that. Let's just not forget it.
I feel bad for teams like because the Heat are having a really really good year. I mean, they were going to be good, but they're a surprising year. Really, I mean, they're playing really good. And teams like that, where it's like they're playing so good, and then this happens, and like you don't know if you're going to capture. Will they capture that magic?
We'll see who's been working.
Will they capture that?
Let's see who's been working. Let's see who's been in the lab.
Jim, don't say that to me, okay?
Let's see who's been working in the lab, like Albert Einstein.
Jimmy Butler's. It seems like he's been drinking a lot of wine over the break, so
that's good for your bones.
It seems like he's not taking it seriously.
He bought the whole team a hoop. He bought every player on the team a hoop, a basketball hoop.
They didn't need a hoop. They could have gotten anywhere. Like, come on.
Oh, so now you're bashing him for being a good teammate. Jimmy Butler can't win with anybody, man.
I'd be pissed. I'd be like, why don't you buy me a Rolex or something, Like John Wall bought all his fan. It always interests me when NBA players buy other players like headphones or something.
Agree, yeah.
Hey,
here's a pair of Beats.
No, I
Thanks,
already have
man. I got a pair.
Like, it's so weird. I would be so upset. But like getting me like a watch or something, that'd be cool. But
yeah, because you wear watches all the time.
Yeah, I got mine on right now.
All right.
It's right here. But I'm looking at my TV screen right now to switch gears. It's reminding me, I've been watching Space Force, and I'm upset that you don't like it that much because I think it's a pretty good show.
I think you're blinded by just your love for The Office and maybe Steve Carell. I'm only.
I think you are. I think you are.
No. You can't take what I was going to say. I've watched 4. I've watched 4. And
okay, I'm on 7. Come on.
I can't force myself to watch it if I don't like it.
5, 6, 7 are good episodes, man.
so I have to wait till episode 5 to have an enjoyable time. Is that what you're saying?
No, I liked the other episodes before that. I just don't.
It's
You know,
boring. It's
you
not
put
very funny.
yeah, I went into it with my brother said it was horrible. You said it was horrible, and I was like, all right, I'm going in with bad expectations, and really, you guys kind of made me want to not like it, to fit in and be cool. I like fitting in and being cool, okay? But that's not what happened. I like it, okay? It's a serviceable program.
Serviceable.
It gets me through the day.
Something that I am not enjoying. If I'm not excited to watch it, it's not good. Okay, I'm not excited to watch it anymore. I am gonna have to force myself to sit down and watch the rest of them. By the way, I watched The Lighthouse. Good thing you didn't.
Horrible.
So it's not horrible. It's just okay. For those that don't know, The Lighthouse is a black and white movie. Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe. Super weird, like mermaids. Is that bestiality when a human and anyway?
No.
A mermaid's a animal. Anyway, I digress.
Doesn't count with fish.
It was like
I like how you're just gonna keep going.
It doesn't count with
No,
fish.
no, it doesn't count with fish.
It was kind of like I was reading a sailor's song. Like those sailor songs are like really weird, like a poem almost.
Like a
I don't know,
like a Popeye the Sailor
a
Man.
pirate life for me. It was like I can't explain it. It was like an old 1800s book I just found on the side of the road, opened it up, and it was that. You know what I mean? Really weird. But these indie movies, there's something special. India is independent. If you didn't know that.
Okay, I knew that. Okay, so don't ever come out about that again. All right. I am very, I'm very deep in the film game. Okay, I know a lot of films.
Oh yeah.
But also, you could
all
tell
the Marvel movies.
You can tell superheroes
you
are
don't
real.
watch anything. You don't watch anything off the beaten path. You like watching the mainstream movies.
No, that's not true.
That is so true.
That's not true. I like That's My Boy. That's not a mainstream movie.
Yes, it is. Are you kidding me? Adam Sandler's the most mainstream person ever.
You don't really go off the beaten path either. You just tried this movie
I do.
and you didn't like it.
I still go off the beaten path and watch weird, obscure movies.
But you can tell you know what? First of all, you could tell from that movie, they didn't talk in the first 30 minutes we were watching. What did we watch for 30 minutes?
We watched for maybe 5.
10 minutes probably, okay.
And you have to observe the cinematography and how it's shot.
Shooting in black and white in the year 2020 or whatever. When was that filmed?
It's the part of the aesthetic.
When was it filmed?
What?
Shooting this late, like whatever year it was, 2000s in black and white. What's your problem?
This is what you don't get. It was shot like that on purpose to make it dark.
Yeah, I got that.
And to feel claustrophobic. See, you don't get the independent movies. You just don't get it.
You just said you didn't like the movie.
I still went out on a risk and watched it.
You're getting all choked up right now because you're
choked
wrong.
Up because you're Mr. Mainstream McMainstream pants.
No, that's not true.
And I'm over here watching the weird ones.
You're right, dude. You're a hipster, okay? You're a hipster when it comes to everything. You hipster. What's up, man?
That was really a racial slur right there.
Okay, whoa. But
I meant no.
Yeah, I might have to cut that out, dude. You're gonna get us in trouble.
Well, never mind.
Just shut your mouth, okay?
Just
shut your mouth. You want to move to some Would You Rathers?
Sure, man.
Actually, before we do that,
nope. You already changed segments. You can't go back
if you want. I want you to tell me one indie film or independent film that you've watched that wasn't mainstream or whatever, that you really changed your life, that you liked.
Oh my gosh, that changed my life.
Well, that you thought was good.
Okay, so I watched. What was the name of it? It was recent. It was a movie with Jim Gaffigan, actually, and it was kind of an indie movie.
Because it was dark. You said it was dark.
Did I say that?
Wow.
No, I didn't. I watched a
So
Jim
safe
Gaffigan
to
movie.
say none because you don't even remember the name of the movie.
I mean, it's an independent movie. They're not very well
Is
known, but I watched it.
is Iron Man an independent movie? Was that an indie?
Oh my
What about Captain America?
god. Okay. Would you rather's?
Yeah, let's move into those, man. Let's move into those.
Would you rather be the author of a very famous book like Twilight or Harry Potter, or
Okay.
would you rather be a ghost writer? You know what a ghost, not ghost writer, ghost writer
Nicholas Cage, understood.
of a band like Creed or Nickelback, like a big rock band?
So a ghostwriter is someone who like writes the lyrics but doesn't like get
Correct. You're
the
not
credit.
performing. You're not performing. You're getting money. I mean, you're getting a big fat check. But
That's a pretty good question, man. Because being an author of a famous book is like really dumb unless you're J.K. Rowling, you know?
or the Twilight chick, Stephanie Meyer.
Exactly. Yeah. See, you couldn't even think of it at first, though.
How
Or
about
like
Jules Verne? How
or
about Jules
Roald
Verne?
Dahl,
Or
or
Dr.
Roald Dahl,
Seuss? Or
Roald Dahl.
Ernest Hemingway. See, I'm naming them all.
Well, Ernest Hemingway was way back in the day. I feel like now it's like with the new media, it's like hard to like know a best-selling author now. Have there been any like big-time books that have come out recently?
I mean, Stephen King's
Probably,
still writing,
but
James Patterson. I'm still naming authors.
anyways,
You're just
you know,
not a
that just
reader.
that just shows that I don't read books ever. Or
You just wait for the movie.
I say,
I think
dude,
it's a pretty easy one.
I don't know. Yeah, I think you're gonna go. I think you're gonna go with author.
Yeah, I'm going with author.
Yeah, I think I'd go. Even though
it's a huge book. Yeah.
Even though I just bashed books, I think I'm gonna go with author as well.
Yeah, it's the right choice. You get the fame, you get, multi-book deal. Even, you have like your own cult following, People are still talking about Harry Potter and Twilight, man. It's the right shoot.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, so I guess if it was that kind of book, but I don't know, dude. Books are just so boring. I can't remember the last full book I've read.
Maybe that you should do that. Just work that mind. How you exercise your body? Exercise that mind.
I do.
You do crossword puzzles or something?
Sometimes I try to learn Spanish, stuff like that.
What's your would you rather?
I don't have one, dude. You got to do two.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No.
All right, this is a long one. All right, I know you have a trouble with remembering.
Also, do you know that like Ed Sheeran's kind of a ghostwriter? Like he writes like a lot of people's lyrics and stuff like that.
I don't know that.
There's a lot of ghostwriters out there like you wouldn't think of, but he's famous. I just wanted to throw that out there and let everyone know kind of my knowledge of the music industry.
Interesting fact.
Thank you.
Would you rather have to stand up in the middle of every wedding ceremony that you attend for the rest of your life and scream, "It should have been me"? Or would you rather take the microphone during the best man's reception speech and cry about how alone you are?
Dude, that is the best one you've ever given me. That was so funny.
Every wedding for the rest of your life. I mean, you're probably going to stop getting invited, but
should we invite Peyton? I don't know. He was sobbing last time. Oh,
they're both pretty rough. So
I'd say the second one.
Really, I'm going first.
Because
I'm hoping it comes off as a joke. Like it should have been me, and then everybody starts laughing, and I sit down.
Yeah. And the guy next to you's like, "That was really funny," and you're like, "Thanks." But
that's what I'm hoping for.
By that logic, I could pass the me crying in the microphone and acting like I'm a
no. This one, you're crying. How is that a joke? You're actually crying.
Well, I'd be like, I'm just a good crier.
You have to sell it, or like both. You have to sell it, but I feel like I can explain the other one better.
Well, I feel like if you, I'm assuming you know the groom or the bride. That's why you're invited to the wedding. So
Yeah.
if you
Or you could be
stand
a
up,
+1 at a strangers.
yeah, okay. If you stand up and say it should have been me, I think that burns bridges with more people. Whereas grabbing the microphone and saying I'm very alone, they'll be upset with you, but they'll feel sorry for you instead of being like,
Oh, you're getting the sympathy. I see that. That's a
yeah.
good
So, well,
point.
no, I'm not looking for.
No, you're looking for sympathy.
I'm not gonna do
And
it.
then
Okay, but
maybe some cutie at the bar. Gosh.
were
Let
you
me buy
that
him
guy up there who said he was so alone? That's what would
That
happen
was
there.
so sweet.
No, that wouldn't happen, dude. That's a movie right there. That wouldn't happen in real life. No one would talk to me the rest of the time.
Try it.
I should have done it at your wedding. How about that?
See, at my wedding, both of those you probably could have did. And I think it would have.
With you guys, yeah. If I would have stood up, I think you would have maybe Bree would have been mad for sure.
Oh yeah.
If I would have gone, it should have been me. But I think a lot of people would have laughed.
I think so too. Bree would have been pissed. I mean, dude, you remember the gunshots?
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, you want to tell it? What was going on?
Oh yeah, it's pretty. I mean, so there was an interruption at my wedding. For those who don't know,
for those who were invited,
small wedding, only 50 people,
yeah, right.
exclusive.
We were at a gala.
Consider yourself lucky. So I'm in the middle of my ceremony. So we're getting married out kind of in the country of South Carolina, and in the middle of our ceremony, bah, 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 gunshots going off. Come to find out, these people are doing it on purpose because they don't like the winery being so close to their residence and inviting all these people in their part of the woods. And
oh, really? I didn't even know that part.
You didn't know? Yeah. So that's what we were told by the cops, because we obviously called the cops on them. Or we didn't, but the winery did.
Narc. You're a narc.
The winery did, because
yeah, right,
it happens all the time.
No, I remember the gunshots. The gunshots went off. There were probably like 10 of them. And Nick he went into the fetal position on the ground and said, call the police. And, Kev walks over and he's like, get up. You're embarrassing me and our family name. I remember that happening. And then they called the police because, you were narking, dude.
So thanks for lying about my
wedding. It was a super good wedding. But
yeah.
You got any more would you rathers?
No, man, that's it for me.
All right. Well, I guess we're signing off then. This is your primary host, Peyton Luken.
This is Nick, secondary host. Thanks for listening to PLNR Radio podcast. Final word here from Nick. Goodbye.
Goodbye.